You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another session of, we like to call it what? Ghetto therapy?
Ghetto therapy.
It is Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. I am your host. My name is Kel Trufants. What's up, guys? How we feeling?
What's good? What's good? Feeling good, man.
Good to see you in person, Kel.
Yeah, the I guess setting is a little different. We're here at the Black Media Matters studio at Converge in Seattle. Got the opportunity to do our show
Clap it up for that. Clap it up.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for
love,
having
nothing
us.
but love.
So I just hope we don't tarnish it too much while we're here because, you know, we get a little off the hook.
They invited us so we can be us, right?
I should probably
we'll be all right.
Word. Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about something interesting.
Boy.
I know in the last week or so, there's been a couple, I guess, social media clips that have gone really, really viral. One of them having to do with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, who we all know is dating Michael Jordan's son. I don't know, something very predatory about that, but whatever. But she went on a show and discussed how when she was married to Scottie, that they would have sex 4 times a night, every night for 23 years, right? And we put it on the Truly Unruly page, which if you want to see the video, just go to trulyunruly_podcast on Instagram. You can watch the whole entire video. And we got a lot of comments on it. And you guys commented on it too. Mm-hmm. And with that, my question for you guys, just first off, is what are your thoughts on that, just in general?
Well, first, my vag hurts just thinking about that. Second, the lie detector determines that's a lie. There ain't no way she would not be here walking properly or talking properly if she had to lie on her back 4 times a night for 23 years.
It doesn't always have to be on your back.
Ain't no way.
What do you think, True?
Don't act like it's plausible. Don't act like it is plausible.
You know I'm a guy that likes to try to see situations from all angles, right? So
Literally.
When you say 4 times a night for 23 years, that's a little crazy. And from a guy's perspective, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt, right? This sounds like it's exciting and this is a fantasy and this is what men dream of, right? You turn on porn and it's nonstop sex and we want sex all the time and this is what it's about. But this,
Turn on porn.
a lot of guys turn on porn. And women, as a matter of fact. So let's not act like that. That's
true.
a different show. That's a different show. But let's not act like porn is not one of the most streamed things on the planet, right?
Okay. I don't know where you got your stats from, but possibly, yes.
So back to the sex from 4 times a day. I think it's a little far-fetched. Like I said, it maybe for a short time, but it's all fun and games until somebody gets injured. Shay Sharp on this post talked about Scottie Pippin and his back injuries. Could have played a part, right? 4 times a night. You got a game on Thursday and you've been going ham all day. Hey, man, eventually the tread is going to be off the tire, man, and you're going to blow out a tire. So,
But here's the thing. We live in a time now in the last 25 or some years, which would have been around the time Scottie and his wife were together, where there's technology where if you want to go all night and if you want to go 3, 4, 5 times, there's a blue pill for that. There's many different pills for that.
Right. But let's talk about the woman. Really? You really wanted to go rounds every night, 4 days a week. First of all, I just kind of find that a bit weak to me because it kind of seems like as a woman, I don't feel like a lot of women are not sexually driven like that. And for her to sit there and act like it was cool to lay on her back.
She was ready.
4 times a night. No, she wasn't
was
that.
Reggie,
She wasn't that
Reggie
right.
Bush.
She wasn't that right.
Running.
So
yeah.
my thing is either you're lying or like, what were you? What kind of submissive were you? Like, I don't even get it. So,
but do you guys think because of let's say her situation isn't like the everyday woman, right? So, for instance, people, they ask, well, what about when he had away games? What, you know, did you get a break? And she was like, no, well, we had a private plane. So I went with him everywhere that he went. So my just stop looking at me like that. My thing is do you think because of the position that she was in, because, you know, of who her husband was?
Oh, no.
That like, you know.
She's indebted to him?
No, not she's indebted to him. That like she knows like, okay, this is how it's going to go down tonight. I should be mentally preparing myself every day for what I know what it's going to be when my dude comes home.
That is sex labor. That is torture. And like I said, she has got to be weak to set yourself up in that way. I would be like, nah, playa, not tonight. Nah, playa, not tomorrow night. No, I'm tired. No, I have a headache. No, I got to tend to the kids. No, I just had a baby. What? You're lying.
So is that when you tag somebody else in, Marcus?
No, I just want to take a couple steps back. Talking about being indebted to your man or
to your athlete, to your...
No, did she feel obligated like she had to do this, right? Maybe she did, and maybe that was her role. Maybe that's what she got up for, and maybe that's what excited her for the day, right?
So that's all
and everybody's
she's about.
different.
That's
No,
what
wait.
She
I'm
was
saying
just a walking box.
Everybody's different, though.
What?
Everybody is different, and some women, some men, is different things that people get excited about waking up in the morning. And maybe this is Miss X Pippin's thing, right? And you wake up and your deal is to please your man, and you wake up and you bow and all this other stuff. There's some women that do that.
Submissive. I mean, you didn't play basketball.
I got
you
a
just
little...
play football, but I'll be goddamn if I'm going to be laying down 4 times a night for you. I mean, good Lord.
But what if I
one day is difficult.
But what if I pressured you?
What do your vaginal walls look like? I mean, how many times can you rejuvenate that?
You guys do snap back.
Not 4 times a night. You don't. I don't think you snap back, Kel.
Y'all push out babies though.
Like I
what
said,
do you
her
mean?
insides have to be falling out.
Jesus. Okay, well, this brings up another point, because there's another clip that we had posted on the Truly page that had this marriage counselor, Love McPherson, who brought up a good point. She said that men don't necessarily want sex, they need sex, because 85% of men have higher libidos than women, right? And then there's like this small percentage, like 15% of women that have like really high libidos. And she was like,
the fantasy.
Yeah,
right?
she was like, shout out to those women. She's like, because she said she's not even one of them.
Nope.
But she said that most of the people, 80% of the people that sit on her couch are people that have relationships that have sex issues, that if that has to do with quality or frequency. And she said that women need to understand that if your man wants it, that you need to make the sacrifice. So if, for instance, if he wants it 3 times a night, 4 times a night, at least meet him halfway and give it to him twice.
Again.
1.5.
That
right?
is not our role on this earth, is to give your dude sex anytime he wants it. Our role is to procreate, but it is not to just do it for the sport or because your dude has a high libido. I'm sorry, but I do believe you guys need sex, because I feel like you guys will implode if you don't get it. Implode or explode, one of the two. Well,
doctors say that men actually, this is a real scientific statistic.
Okay.
I wish I had my source cited here, but I saw something that said that men need to have sex 20 times a month, I believe, like 25 times a month, really? To prevent prostate cancer. Google it.
Fact check.
Look it up.
Okay,
Fact check shit.
But that doesn't mean we're obligated to fulfill that 20 times for you to prevent your prostate cancer.
So then it goes back to my other question. Do you tag someone else in? When is that when you bring other people into the relationship? Because obviously, like, you can't handle the workload. You're pulling the LeBron James right now. You're doing load management.
I would tag out, as in peace out.
Wait, I want to make a quick comment. We talk about fulfilling a man's needs, and women aren't here just to satisfy their men or just be a sex object. I believe that. Mm-hmm. But if you're in a healthy, loving, powerful, strong relationship, you want to do what it takes to please that other person, right? And sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And on the other side, we're not talking about this on this show, but men make sacrifices as well for their women. It may not be sexual, but there are sacrifices made on both sides.
We're not
right?
talking about that, though.
I know, but I'm saying
you're
though.
going to a whole different show.
Women, they don't always want to have sex, and that's a fact.
And
right?
we do sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's the thing, but not 4 times a
That's
night
extreme.
for 23 years.
That's extreme. But all I want to get across to our viewers is that it's okay to do something for your spouse that you may not necessarily feel like doing or want to do on a regular basis, because you love this person, you care for this person, and you want to give this person what they need.
We know that.
And sometimes it's that maybe 4 times a day for a couple days, and just to put the fire out, and you might have to do that.
So where can we meet like in the middle then? Like once a night?
Some people have sex once a night.
I don't think there is a number, to be honest. I think whatever is healthy for you and your person. If it's once a night, if it's 2 times a night,
exactly.
If it's 3 times a week, if that works for you, if you guys are happy with that,
if it's once a month,
or you're acting like you're happy with that, then it works. And if you can live with it, right? Being in a relationship is all about compromising and sacrificing. How long can you put up with this person's stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to. I said that right, Mom? I'm not in trouble, am I? I'm straight.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I'm just trying to understand, like, I don't know. In the situation of the Pippins, it's like she's in a situation where she doesn't have a worry in the world. She don't gotta worry.
Kel.
Hold on, let me finish. Goddamn! Before you barbecue me, let me just get it out.
Don't you do that?
She doesn't have a worry in the world. Knowing them, they probably had all kinds of there's probably not much that Larsa had to really do. I mean, she still was a mother, obviously, had to do her motherly duties.
Pause.
Whatever.
That's enough right there.
Yes, but
Ooh,
your man is going out. He's providing for you. He's put you in. You're in a great position. You're set. You're good. All he wants is a little nookie. What's wrong with a little nookie?
Oh my God, you are undermining what we do as women on a day-to-day basis, as mothers, as wives. It's like you telling me, well, you don't do anything all day, so go ahead and lay on your back. The fuck? Are you kidding me?
You're getting pleasure out of it.
I do everything.
But you're making it sound like the man is the only one that's getting enjoyment out of this.
Well, sometimes.
That's fair.
Jesus.
4 times a night. She's not. Do you know how hard it is
for 23 years?
Do you know how hard it is for a woman to achieve an orgasm, and how a certain percentage, I can't remember the percentage, of women don't even achieve orgasms, don't know how to achieve an orgasm. So you think 4 times a night when you're getting your walls beat down, right, that you're going to be like, oh God, it was great for me.
I saw a thing that said that like a lot of women didn't know how to orgasm until after they had kids.
Yes,
I saw something about
that.
Is
that
a real thing?
And it's very hard for women to achieve an orgasm. A guy, all you have to do pretty much is touch his leg.
All right, let's not.
Am I lying?
I know,
I'm not lying.
Let's not.
I'm not lying.
Let's not.
I just looked at a number that our good friend Will Jordan had posted on our page about.
Shout out to Will.
He said, he goes, I know what you're thinking. Here it is. And so what that means is he gave us the number of if you have sex 4 times a night for 23 years, he goes 33,488 times. That's a lot when you think about that. But that's the thing, though. All 4 times, though.
That's more than people's life.
That's true. But all 4 times, though, it might not necessarily been like a crazy marathon. You know what I'm saying? A couple of those could have been quickies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it could have been anything.
Could have been anything.
But
right?
But when you get in the bed to like rejuvenate
Unsheath.
and recover, it is not to go rounds in a match with your dude all night. Let's think about Scottie. How old was he when they were doing this? Because I don't know.
I mean, he's
Scottie was Chicago Bulls going to
How long
championship.
does it take?
No, this is Houston Scottie.
Oh, this is
Because Larissa's only
Portland?
like she's 48. Yeah,
Scottie
so this
too?
is like early 2000s Scottie. So this is like Houston, Portland Scottie.
He was married before her too.
I'm not
How
sure
old
if
was he? I don't know what Houston, Portland, Scottie.
I don't think
what
it
does that
matters.
mean?
Well, this is
No,
this,
it does.
well, no,
Because
this
it's harder for, as men get older, it's a little bit harder for them to recover. So my thing
he's
is,
older because this is post Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
So he's older.
really, Scottie?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think
Unless you, like you said, he had
took a
the
big
little
pill.
blue
He took a big
pill.
pill.
I think
Well,
we're
Where's our pill?
I
Where's
think
our
we're
body
putting-
double? Where's
we are
our
putting
stand-in?
a negative
I don't
spin
get
on
it.
this. Why are we putting a negative spin on this?
Your wife is putting a
I know,
negative
yeah,
spin
so
on
that's
this.
what I'm
Because
saying.
it seems like torture to me, and it seems like she was a slave
Everybody's not
to
you,
the
though.
frickin' dick.
Everybody's not you. And like I said earlier, some women, that is their thing. And some men, that's their thing. They got to have it every day, 3-4 times a day, or they are unhappy, or their eyes are wandering.
Well, too bad. Be unhappy.
That's not too
Go
bad.
cry in a corner.
And every woman's not thinking like that,
Use your
though.
hand. I don't know.
Listen, there's someone.
I don't want my man looking at anybody else, so I'm going to kill myself in the bedroom to make sure that he doesn't do that.
Oh, well, you can go ahead and look at anybody
There are
you
some,
want, 'cause
and you say
there's
that,
no way.
and you say that, but when it really comes down to it, you don't know what type of pressure that people are dealing with, or what. Larsa, is that how you say her name?
Larissa.
Larissa, something like that.
Larsa. I think it's Larsa. I don't know.
And she's dating Michael Jordan's son. Do you think she's seen him as a kid back in the Chicago days? Back in the day,
No, because I had did the math.
Yeah,
and I don't, because she said that she had never met Jordan's kid prior to this. But nah, this is think about it. She was with Scottie for 23 years. They got together in 2000, 2001.
Okay.
Michael and Scottie weren't playing anymore at that time. Jordan might have been at the Wizards or just finishing up at the Wizards. So they weren't, and they weren't hanging out like that. Remember, Jordan's best friend is Charles Barkley, not Scottie Pippin.
I want to put the story together like she was looking at him when they went to dinner and stuff, and he's running through the living room in his pajamas and shit, and she's
of her vagina.
That's
of her. She
look.
must have the most, I don't know, ironclad vagina. Like,
why can't we celebrate her
what?
that she's doing this remarkable thing?
She's
and
doing
be like,
the Lord's work.
this sounds like
a superhero. She is a superhero for women,
she
right?
bends it over 4 times
Not that
right?
everybody
That
can do
makes
this,
you
but
a
this.
superhero?
No, wait, I'm not saying that, but she's doing something that's
Dylan,
exceptional. Dylan feels me. She's doing something that's exceptional. She's taking the next step that everybody can't achieve. That she's like,
so let's put her in the Guinness
Tiger
book.
Woods. She's like
she
Michael
should be
Jordan.
in the Guinness Book of World Record.
Babe Ruth.
Well, here's the thing, Jess. It must not have been that bad if ever since she's been divorced, there was a guy that was smashing her, talking about he did it in some Gucci flip flops, and then she dated a whole bunch of other young boys that are in the NBA. So it must not have been that bad.
Oh,
if she's over here getting tossed up now by.
That makes me really sad. If she's just getting ran through like that, you're right. This is her role. So please do not commend her and call her a superhero, because her role, her path in life is to be on her back.
Not like that.
I just don't. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying what we need to do as ghetto therapy is be able to step into other people's shoes, right? And understand.
Agreed.
This is where she is
thrives.
at. Yeah, this is where she thrives. She got her groove back. She's back in business. She's doing her thing. She's putting all the business out there. Okay, I used to do this. And
why did she put the business out there like that?
There's young men across the planet that's like, ooh, man, if I seen her and this and that. I think she hangs out with the Kardashians, or she used to, right?
Yeah.
So this is the problem. It's shit that's unattainable.
She is elevating
not realistic. She's like an anomaly.
herself, the Kardashian.
Yeah.
Ism. Is that like a word, a Kardashianism?
We'll take it.
I don't know.
It works.
Close to being, ooh, I want that. So I think that's what she's looking for.
I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in her shoes and say, if I wasn't tired, this, that, blah, 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 would I want to be on my back 4 times a day?
Why you keep saying on your back?
Like, okay, on my stomach, on all fours, on the side.
Reverse cowgirl. There's a lot of different things
like
she could be doing.
On top.
She might be taking control. You understand? Like there might. This is the thing that we don't know about the story though. That's
probably it. She's sucking these young men's souls.
That's what I'm saying. Though. For all we know, she might have knew what time it was when Scottie came home and was like, "All right, let's do it." And now, since you're not together, complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, if you let something go on that 24 times a night, 23 years, it takes 2 people.
You think she had some vices too, as she was like
mental illness?
No question.
No, I'm saying like she like had some enjoyment, some beverages and some substances to get through.
Would not be shocked
at these 4 times.
Wouldn't surprise.
I'm not putting that on her.
She's completely like, I'm not calling her nothing. I'm not saying nothing. She's like, he's on his way. Pop, drink. Yeah, whatever you do.
But I mean, it's
no
like
judgment though.
No judgment. I mean, it might have been, oh God, you re-signed for how much? Come on, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not for 23 years.
You never know. I'm saying if you're doing that for 23 years, you get at a point you get used to it. And it's your normal. It is
That's
your
consistency.
normal.
And we talk about sports and people going to the Hall of Fame and doing all this kind of stuff. If
she goes to the Hall of Fame
consistent for that long, you are in the Hall of Fame.
Inductor. Come on, man.
I don't make the rules, man. It's not.
They need to make a brass bust of her vagina.
I didn't come up with this stuff. It's just.
I mean, would you do that?
What?
If that would you want that for me to be on my back 4 times a day?
Like
or
I said,
on my side or on my front or on top or on whatever.
Like I said, it's all fun and games until somebody
gets hurt.
Yeah, gets hurt or there's a.
Was that a yeah or a nah? Okay.
Wait. The concept of it sounds cool, but I don't know how sustainable that is though. But you say 23 years. I think she's lying. I think she's lying. I think she's doing it for the gram and all this kind of stuff. But
I think she's lying too. But if that was an actual thing, like, did he consider her? And like, she had babies and all of this kind of stuff. And she's like fresh out of pushing a baby out or C-section. And he's like, hey, our 4 times is happening.
No, it couldn't have been.
At that point, then he might have put it in another hole.
Are you?
Oh my God.
I'm just speaking reality. I'm speaking reality here. If she was pregnant and he wanted to get his, he could have put it in her mouth. There's other things he could have done.
Oh my God. She has to have TMJ.
That's not the crevasse she was talking about.
She has to have, okay.
You just called me out, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. But I mean, you understand too, though, there's women out here that pride themselves on draining their dudes' balls before they go to work, when they come home from work, before they go to bed. There's women out here that pride themselves on that make them like, I make sure my man's good before he, you know what I'm saying? So he don't got to go nowhere. So he don't got to look no other way.
Well, okay, what else do you pride yourself on? Because if that's it, goddamn.
I'm just saying. I mean, and there's women that pride
yourself on something else.
They might pride themselves on that and the fried chicken that they make. I mean, they might have different things they pride themselves on.
That's fair.
But like,
I understand where you're coming from on that though. Like, a relationship can be all about sex. Should it be? That's for each person in that relationship to talk about. But
I think it's a big part of a relationship.
Right.
But
there should be a little bit more than just sex, if we're being honest, right? If we're being adults, if we're talking,
of course,
seriously, even though we're not talking serious right now. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's all some people are good for.
And that's all some people got to offer, right?
All they got.
And that's the other thing is like, if that's all you're offering, that's all I want. Real shit. Like, there's women out here that say
you're shallow too.
Well, no, there's women out here that be like, oh well, I this and that, and like I deserve this because I can fuck this dude like this and that. Well, bitch, if that's all you're offering, what the fuck else more are you gonna expect? You see what I'm saying? So like for 23 years, that might have been all what she was offering.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And he knew, damn, 24 times a night, cool. You're great. I'll make sure you're dressed in whatever you want. You're good. You're laced, whatever. Hop on the PJ. You come where I come. But when it's time, you need to bust that open. That's just that's a really harsh reality, but like that could really be what it was.
Like I said on my Instagram post, there's somebody in the corner with the water and the bucket to spit in. There's somebody in the corner with the ice. There's somebody in the corner coaching her. There's somebody in the corner saying, okay, you get a 2-minute break. No,
No, but you guys are right. Like all relationships just aren't based off on sex, but
They shouldn't be.
it should be. But it's a huge part of relationships.
Yes.
I mean, like I said, Love McPherson saying that 80% of the people that come and sit on her couch, it all has to do with sex, with quality and frequency.
What is quality? Quality is subjective. What the fuck? Quality? What kind of quality? What quality of sex do you? What are we talking about?
You know what it is? Because some dudes don't like having sex with their woman when their woman doesn't want to have sex, and they just lay there and do the dead wet fish thing.
Sometimes.
But that's the thing, though, is like some guys, if you're not into it.
Sometimes
for some dudes though, it's like, well, if she's not into it, I can't get into it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I want her to want it too and to be enjoying it too, because there I feel like I'm not doing my job.
Right.
So that's why I feel like when the quality comes into play.
Okay, you're right. I think you were just crying about that.
Why do I got to be crying?
Sorry.
Can I be
He was just crying about
talking to
that.
management and asking for things to be a little bit better? Like,
And I told him, thank you for getting on me because it ends well. But initially it's like, fuck. Sacrifice. But then it ends well. So.
let me see. So,
But he cries about he cries about it a lot.
men are just different though, and that's the thing. And that's the dance in a relationship. Men, in most situations, you said there's a small percentage of women that have this high sex drive that may be more than men. But in most situations, the men are like, okay, I want it. Especially if you're really attracted to your lady, your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever, you want to be close to them, man. And that's how it should be. I feel like that's how it should be. So if the lady does respect that, she doesn't respect that, or whatever, there has to be a communication. There has to be a dance there to be like, okay, I know my man's thirst level. And we've talked about this many a times on this show. I'm thirsty. I'm okay with that. I know my role. I know where I'm at. And my thirst level is high. I have a beautiful wife. So why am I not into my wife?
You can be into me, but you don't have to be in me.
Into you, but not in you. In the green, never in between. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things. And it shouldn't be thrown back at a gentleman like myself. I know there's a lot of us out there that are thirsty. We got beautiful wives out there. We got beautiful girlfriends, and we always want to be involved. Mm-mm. It should be appreciated on a certain level, right? Because things could always be different. And I know it's both sides, but let's appreciate the love and the affection that we have. I'm positive. I'm a guy that's glass half full, man. I got my hands clutched, man. I'm like,
you're a 90s R&B song.
Yeah.
I need you, and I want you. Got you, bro. I got you, dog. I got you, dog.
Kale, that was spot on.
Yeah, you're a 90s love
I'm
song.
a 90s R&B song.
You're a 90s R&B
And a
song.
lot of ladies love
right.
90s R&B, right?
That's true.
So let's just appreciate more. Let's not be like,
we appreciate it.
Well, I'm saying the energy now in the world on social media is that guys is all thirsty and all this kind of stuff. You can't even act like you like a girl or they spit it back in your face.
Is it weird at all, Marcus, that like it seems like
That's not true.
That is true.
like what married people here,
Right.
like when you want to grab on your woman or just come behind her and give a kiss on her cheek and her neck, or she's like, get off me,
Yeah.
like,
And you catch an elbow or a
Yeah,
backhand.
it's
like a reflex.
But like here's the thing though, is like, but here's the thing though, like, don't you want us to be into y'all?
It's a game, though.
You see what I'm saying?
Game.
Like that's weird.
It's a game.
But it's almost like they come off Marcus like they're annoyed. Like,
They are.
oh God, this nigga's doing this again.
They
And it's
are.
like,
We are annoying.
They are, Kel, until they're not.
Absolutely
though.
appreciate it. And
They are until they're not, and everybody
so
knows
it's
what I'm
like,
talking about.
do you not want attention from me?
They do. But
well,
they
yeah,
gotta,
but you don't have. You can
Right.
give me attention from across
and you know
the
that
room.
we can never be right.
I know, but I'm trying to break that real quick because like I'm trying to find like the logic. Like I get what you're saying, but like from like a woman's perspective, Jess, like what is it that you want from this man? Because it's like I had this conversation the other day. It's like they only want it when they want it, and Lord knows when they want it.
We want everything but nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like I can't
Right?
wrap my head around that.
Well, it's just who we are. We've talked about this before. Half the time there is a hamster wheel going like 24 hours a day, every second about different things, what I need to do about the kids. I'm a therapist all day long. I'm getting text messages from school, all of these things. And this dude with a one track comes behind me and I'm like, back that ass up. I have other things to think about right now. Holler at me later.
But what if that's him trying to de-stress you because he knows that you're stressed out? So he's like, I'm going to just try to show you some love because I appreciate you and I want you to relax.
Okay.
I'm here to support you.
I mean, sometimes that works, but
In
a lot
every
of time
way.
it's like,
In every way.
oh God.
I just don't know.
I want to relieve my own. I don't need him to alleviate my stress, right? He can't alleviate my stress because, like I said, it's up here. So when there's a touch, it's like, whoa, buddy, I'm a little bit stressed out right now. Back up.
But if he approached you like he was your homegirl and was like, honey, what's wrong? And like start talking to you about it so you could then start like, well, and just go off.
Then
it's like,
that's when the panties drop.
See.
Because it's like,
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear that
okay.
shit. That's
Mm-hmm.
See.
That's the type of into
I get it, though. I get it. And then
You need to be my therapist while I'm being a therapist to everybody else. And then there's benefits to that. There's rewards. You get paid.
fair. So that's fair.
That's
Get
fair,
paid.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Not 4 times.
Wait, get paid. Get paid. So I know what you mean, but what that makes that sound like though, it makes sex sound like it is a privilege instead of, oh, this is what we're supposed to do because we're married.
Not even what we're supposed to do is what we should
It is a
enjoy
privilege, 'cause
together.
there's a lot of people that do not.
We should enjoy this
that.
together.
This is true.
Is my view, right? If you're in a healthy,
Right.
we said it's not 50-50. Most relationships aren't 50-50 exactly.
Should be.
Yeah. But it doesn't work like
Not
that.
possible.
I know.
Yeah,
I know,
so
I know.
you should be wanting to give to your person as much as you can, everything that they need. And it should be vice versa. That should go
Right.
both ways. That's what I believe.
Right. I gave you these 5 kids.
Nah, you
I gave
can't
you.
keep living on that. You got to come back to the bank and you got to deposit.
Yeah, because he went half on them 5 kids too. It takes
Not-
2.
no,
I know.
he didn't go
He didn't
half.
carry. He didn't carry. He didn't have to push
I-
anything out. I get it. I
Right.
get it.
He
I get it.
didn't go ha-
Bring it back here before
Yeah.
But he did go half.
He didn't do the he didn't do the breastfeeding.
Yeah.
He wasn't up unless I was like, get up. Like all of those kinds. But no.
supportive. I was there.
But he was very supportive. But no, there's no comparison.
Okay, so I want to wrap up with this. What do we say to the women out there who are having more sex with their husband than they want to have? What advice do you give them? Do you tell them, hey, girl, stick in there, it's part of the sacrifice?
Yep.
Or
Look at Larsa. Just keep that shit going.
she's divorced, though, so that didn't.
Well, she's moved
And
on
well.
to another probably.
To a teammate's son, that's not a good.
I don't know.
Well,
You
I can't say it's
communicate.
not a good look, and I don't know their relationship, but from the outside looking in, it's not something that.
Yeah, she hella O. She looked hella O.
choose. So you say your piece, and then I'm gonna say mine because I wanna play clean up. Or you want me to go first?
Clean up what I meant.
So what I would say to the women that are having more sex than they want to, they feel obligated, they feel forced. Communication is first. If you tell your partner that, okay, we're having sex, I like it the majority of the time, but sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions. And if your partner is with you and he appreciates you and he cares for you, then maybe he might dial it back a little bit, right? And maybe you guys can get creative, do other things, and I don't know, find a workaround. There's always a workaround. At least that's what I feel, right? It doesn't always have to be, this is what I want, so we need to do this so I can be happy. It's
a compromise.
Always got to be a compromise. And yeah, and you work it out together. And that's what it comes down to. Doing things together, figuring it out together, not making someone feel not so much less than, but forced into a situation. I just don't like that feeling as a dude. The type of dude that I don't want you to feel forced. I would rather not, right?
Right.
We all know how that ends.
And that's my piece.
I agree with what you said. I think it's about communicating. And I also think it's like you said, well, like we said, it's supposed to be 50-50. It's about caring about that other person's wants and needs. And if somebody is expressing that they are tired of having sex 4 times a night, every night, you need to think about it, and you need to accommodate your wife and compromise and do all of that kind of stuff. And like we said, vice versa. If he feels like he's not getting it enough, sometimes you got to step up and do that as well. So.
No, I agree with you guys. Like at the end of the day, like you don't want to guilt somebody into doing something that they don't want to do, because that's not going to be enjoyable for anybody. It's not going to be fun. And then another thing too is, I mean, we can even like throw out there that, you know, some of these women can tell their dude, like, look, like I'd rather have quality over quantity sex. You know, I'd rather have it so when we do it, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not just going through the motions.
And the dude should want that.
Right.
Actually, that's
right.
Better sex when your lady is engaged and involved, not just
lay there.
That you call it the dead fish earlier, or just going through the motions or feeling like I got to check the box tonight, so I'm going to just do that. Literally check the box, but I'm just going through the motions, and that's
right.
Not the same.
All right. Good episode, y'all. I like this. This was great. Good conversation.
Grown-ups.
Yeah. Your wife hates us, but it's fine. It's fine. Truly Unruly, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. We want to give thanks to the Converge for having us here in the Black Media Matters studio.
Thank you.
Let us record our show here tonight.
Absolutely.
Awesome place. And of course, you can catch us every Sunday on Converge, and follow us on Instagram, Truly Unruly _podcast. And you can listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform. If you want to catch the visual, just search Truly Unruly on YouTube. I think that's it. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace and much love.